All right, and the homework is a little bit different. The homework is kind of cool in that if you just follow what the sentence exactly says, then it tells you what the equation should be. So check it out. What do I mean by that? In these equations, I'm going to use the numbers x and y, our little letters x and y. And usually I'm going to use the x as the bigger one and y as the smaller one, or x is the first one and y is the second one, depending on what the equation tells me. So check it out. From the first sentence, it says, the second of two numbers. Well, the second of two numbers, I'm going to call y, just because I'm used to calling x the first one. And then I see the word is. In all of these equations, when you see the word is means equals. So there's the equals. And then it says 4 times the first number. Well, the first number, 4 times means 4. Oops, I should probably use a better color than that. I'll use blue again. 4 times, so 4 times the first number is x. So y equals 4 times x, or y equals 4x. So literally, the sentence read the equation that it should be. Now it says their sum is 50. Well, that's just like from our warm-up. When their sum is 50, that just means when you add them together, you get 50. So whatever our first number is, x, plus our second number, y equals 50. So now you have our two equations. Y equals 4x. I'll write it down here. Y equals 4x. And x plus y equals 50. So you know exactly what y is. You should be able to solve those two. The second problem. Okay, let's see. I'm going to erase this over here, just and put it somewhere over. I'll put it over here. Y equals 4x, just to get out of the way. The second problem. Okay, the larger of two numbers. We'll call the bigger number x. The larger of two numbers, x, means equals 12 more than, I should probably create a different color than green. It doesn't show up that well. 12 more than means 12 plus. And then we have the smaller number, which is y. So now we have the equation over for number 2, x equals 12 plus y. It literally, like when you just go word for word, it tells you what it's supposed to be. And then here's that second part that all of them have. Their sum is 84. So x plus y equals 84. All right, so now I've got my two equations for number 2. There's number 1. There's my two equations for number 2. And you should be able to do the level 1, level 2 substitution. All right, for number 3, the sum of two numbers is 45. Well, that's easy. X plus y equals 45. Okay. The first number, and usually whenever I just do this, I just say, hey, I'm going to call the first number or the bigger number or whatever I'm going to call that x. The first number, there's is equals, so we already have x equals 9 less than, which is actually negative 9, not 9 minus, but actually negative 9, or the second number. So 9 less than means actually minus 9, so you're going to take away 9 from something, and then less than the second number, which is y. So you can either say negative 9 plus y, or you can just say 9 less than the second number, or y minus 9. 9 less than is kind of a weird one. Yeah, 9 less than. You wouldn't say 9 minus y. That's y less than 9. So it's actually x minus 9. So there's our two equations. Okay. Let's read the fourth problem. The second of two numbers, and again, I'm just going to call the second number y always. I don't know why I do that. It just makes it easy for me. The second of two numbers, so I have y, and then there's our is, so that's equals 5 more than, okay, so there's 5 plus, 5 more than something, so plus 5. And then we finally have twice the first number. And we're saying the first number is usually always x, so twice the first number is 2x. So the second of two numbers, y, is equals 5 more than 5 plus twice the first, 2x. And then that easy part. Their sum is 80. X plus y equals 80. When you add them together, you get 80. So there's the two equations for number 4. For number 5, let's see. The larger of two numbers, I'll just call the larger of two numbers x. Usually I say, like, I just do that in my head. Like, I call the first one or the bigger one x. The larger of two numbers, we'll call it x. So we have x. And then it says is, there's our equals number, is 1 less than. So there's the less thans are weird. You can put -1 at the end. What I tend to do when it says 1 less than, it actually means -1 plus. -1 is 1 less than 0. So it's like saying you're starting off 1 behind. So we don't know what we're going to have, but we know we're going to subtract 1 from it. So we can start with -1. And then we have -1 less than 3 times the smaller number. Plus 3 times the smaller number is y. So 3y, -1 plus 3y is the same thing as 3y minus 1. So it's weird when they use the term 1 less than. When they put it first, instead of saying 3 times the smaller number minus 1, they put the 1 less than first. So that's why our equation looks a little weird, but it means the same thing. Let's see, their sum is 63. X plus y equals 63. Okay, done with that one. So notice I'm just reading the sentences, and the sentences are telling me what to write. Find two numbers whose sum is 92. Okay, x plus y equals 92. When you add them together, they get 92. If, okay, the first number, x, is equals 4 times, is 4 more, oh sorry, not 4 times, is 4 more than, so 4 more than means 4 plus something. You're gonna add positive 4 to something. And what are you adding positive 4 to? 7 times the second number. 7 times the second number we're calling y. X is 4 more than 7 times the second number. So I'm just reading it word for word and just going one step at a time. So there's the two equations for that one. See if you can do the substitution for those. Okay, let's see. Number 7, the sum of two numbers is 172. So we're already at x plus y equals 172. This happens all the time. The first number, we'll say x, is equals 8 less than, so we're going to start off with, we're already going to start off at -8 or 8 below something. 8 less than 5 times the second, so plus 5x. Or you could say 5x minus 8, but -x plus 5x is the same thing as 5x minus 8. So it's 8 less than 5x. Okay, there's our two equations there. Okay, number 8. Together, a necklace and a bracelet costs 192. I can do X and Y for this one, or I can do necklace and bracelet. I'll do necklace plus, because they tell me what they are. I'm just going to do N and B. I'm going to say necklace plus bracelet equals 192. Find the price together if the necklace costs 3 times as much as the bracelet. Okay, so this one doesn't tell me exactly like is. This is more like our warm-up. So when they're comparing the necklace and the bracelet, they're not exactly equal. The necklace costs 3 times as much as the bracelet. So you have to make the bracelet 3 times as expensive to catch up and be equal with the necklace. So in these ones, when you want to think about it, when they don't exactly tell you like word for word like the last ones, I like to think of, I need to help out the small one. I need to help out the weaker one some way, and I needed to make the bracelet 3 times bigger to catch up to the necklace. So there's my 2 sentences there. See if you can tell me how much the necklace and the bracelet cost. Okay, let's see. Grandpa's age is 6 years less than 6 times Junior's age. Okay, let's see. We'll say G is grandpa, and we'll say J is junior for this one. Grandpa's age, G. Let's see, is this one where they tell us exactly? Grandpa's age, G, is, that's a big hint that they're telling us in order, is 6 years less than, so we're subtracting 6 to start off with. We don't even know what we're subtracting 6 from yet, but it's going to be 6 years less, or -6. 6 years less than 6 times Junior's age plus 6 times Junior's age. So basically by saying 6 years less than, we know we're starting off with -6. We're going to subtract 6 from something, so we kind of subtracted 6 first. Could you write it 6J minus 6? Yeah, you could. They mean the same thing. The sum of their ages is 78. Grandpa plus Junior equals 78. How much do they, or what are their ages? And finally, the first of 2 films. So we'll say the first film is X. Anytime they just don't tell me the title, but they just say the first. Usually I call the first one lasted or is. In this one they should have said is, but lasted in this one basically might as well has been is. So the first film X, let's see if I can get away from this thing. The first film X lasted or is 3 minutes less than. So we know we're going to be subtracting 3 from something. So I might as well put the -3 already. I don't know what I'm subtracting 3 from yet, but I'm starting off 3 things in the whole. So I'm starting off at -3. Is 3 minutes less than twice, 2 times as long as the second film. So 2 times as long as the second film is 2y. So I'm subtracting 3 from 2y. So 2y minus 3 or -3 plus 2y, they mean the same thing. And together, their sum, the first film and the second film, the sum is 132 minutes. Hopefully you're getting those sums are just x plus y equals something. Okay, and there's those equations. And we have all 10 equations done, ready to go. Good luck.